Welcome back to the SpecTrezzure Entertainment Podcast, where we talked all things from illness, wellness, and devotion to business, the industry, and much more. In other words, this is the end all be all podcast where we will talk about anything and everything that comes to our mind. Honestly, this is just a free space where we can talk, be free, and get everything we need off our chests. If you are new here, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys shop my brand, SpecTrezzure Apparel and Beauty. I am going through a rebranding phase. However, I'm trying to sell out everything I have on my Etsy shop before I open up my website, just so I can start off with a clean slate, rebranding, new products, new everything. So definitely go ahead and shop my Etsy. Get me sold out so I can go ahead and open up my website. Don't have to worry about anything else that's on my Etsy right now. Which I do love those products. I'm just looking for something new and more fresh. Those of you who are brand new to the channel, again, I already told you guys to subscribe. So if you haven't already, I'll give you a second chance. And so with that being said, thank you so much for joining us today. This is episode 3 of the SpecTrezzure Entertainment Podcast. I know I've taken about a 2.5 month break. That is because school has been kicking my ass. It has been kicking my ass. And I'm not afraid to say that. Like, I'm not a straight A student when it comes to, like, well, I was in high school. But I'm in college now, and the shit is harder. So, you know, it's a bit of a struggle, but that's okay. Let's get into today's topic. I really want to talk about something that's a little bit controversial. The girlies may agree with me, the girlies may not. And honestly, at this point, I don't really care. No, I don't care. You know why? Because my opinion is my opinion, your opinion is your opinion, and we can keep it at that. We do not need to be on the same page. So one thing I really have been coming across, and it's getting a bit out of hand, is the term culture appropriation. People don't even know what that really means. And that's what's irritating about when people say, oh, you're culture appropriating. That's culture appropriation. And truly, they don't even know what that means for real. And that's what we're going to get into today. Honestly, I feel like since 2020, you know, everyone during quarantine to kind of take that time to deep dive into their soul and do some soul searching, which is great. I stand for it. Listen, I'm still on that journey my damn self. I am all for soul searching, getting to find yourself, getting to know yourself, love yourself, be on that self-care journey. I am all for that. But let me tell you, why do you feel the need to tell someone else about themselves when you're working on yourselves? If you're so secure within yourself, why do you feel the need to call someone else out on whatever they're doing? Whatever they're doing, unless they're putting you or your family or innocent people in danger, why are you so offended? Let's get into it. So we're going to start off with this picture that was posted by Zayn Malik, the man of my dreams, like end all be all lover, top tier Mr. Malik, okay? If you were watching the podcast, then it will be right here on the screen. If you're listening to the podcast on Spotify, then you just have to look up to see what I'm talking about. But Zayn posted this beautiful picture of himself, right? It's Zayn Malik. He is wearing cornrows, and the internet went fucking berserk. Let me tell you, as I talk, I'll stroke comments on my screen. And I'll also kind of talk about some of the things that I've seen for the people that are listening. But if you're watching, I'll put screenshots of the comments that I've seen about this picture. So for one, he looks great. You know, I said that about 1,000 times. You can get past that, right? People was in the comments going the fuck off. Like, they could not help themselves but to call him all sorts of names. Like, you're not black. What do you think? Who do you think you are? You should not be wearing cornrows. Like, this is culture appropriation. It does not look good on you because of your skin color. Like, going in because he's wearing cornrows. I could not. I was like, yo, like, what? For what reason do you feel the need to go out of your way? And this goes for all hate comments, but we're just talking specifically about culture appropriation in this situation. But why do you feel the need to say, okay, and specifically with hair, let me just specify that now. Your hairstyle is historically for African Americans, and being that you're wearing that hairstyle, I'm going to attack you and your character and you as a person and make you feel terrible about yourself because of the hairstyle that you're wearing. That you decided to wear, that you decided to pay for to get done or do yourself or whoever did it. You wanted to feel confident that day and get your hair done. And I'm going to go out of my way to make sure I bring you down and put you down. Okay. It's getting out of hand. It's giving very much you're obsessive. Why do you keep doing that? Like, why do people do that to people? I don't get it. Why do you go out of your way to say something to somebody else to bring them down, especially when it comes to hair, and just claim that they're culture appropriating? Like, that is bizarre. I did see a few people defending Zayn, like, he is brown, technically, all these other things. But again, the moral of the story for me is, like, why does it matter? Why does it matter? He's not affecting you in any way. I mean, you guys are more upset about people in their hairstyles than people who are terrorists, people like mass shooters, people who actually are causing harm to innocent people and damaging like just everyone's lives and causing traumatic experiences. So the next situation I want to talk about is kind of similar, but it's super interesting. So let's get into it. So I was scrolling on Instagram one day and I came across this white girl who was doing hair, and she did one of like the trends that says here's a stylist versus here's the work. So she did her, here's a stylist. It was a cute little white girl, right? And then she said here's my work, and it was like all black girls, box braids, cornrows, knotless. She killed. She killed it. She was doing her damn thing with her fingers. I'm telling you, her fingers are magic. She was doing the damn thing. But people were very upset. Like, something's not right here. The math is not mathing. Like, this is not right. And then I saw comments that were so mean and so evil. Like, what makes you think you can do black hair? And shame. I saw this and I almost passed out. Shame on the black girls for going to a white girl instead of supporting a black business. I was like, you guys are reaching. Like, at this point, it's just getting ridiculous. You guys are fucking reaching. Like, why does that matter? If the girl is talented, the girl is talented. Why does that bother you that she's talented and she's building up her clientele, whether it's with African Americans, white people, Indian people, Chinese people? Why does that bother you? Wherever that person, don't matter their skin color, wherever they're spending their money, why does that bother you? And it be the ones who don't even have a business themselves. It's not like they're a local business and they're saying, hey, maybe they shoot them a DM and say, hey, I saw you went to this braider. Maybe next time I can give you like a 10% discount if you come to me. I'm just trying to explain my clientele. Something like that. You know what I mean? But it's people that's not even braiders or not even, literally they work at McDonald's. And there's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's, but I'm just saying, you have nothing to do with the situation. You have no reason to comment. You can say either, oh, your hair is nice, your hair looks good, your edges are laid, the braids are done well. Like, if it's nothing nice, then, like, who taught y'all? Where you get your morals from? Because my parents taught me, if you ain't got nothing to say, don't say it at all. And that's just me. Like, I'm very confused. I thought no one else was raised that way. I mean, because if your parents did not raise you well, I'm sure Sesame Street told you. Like, PBS was very up with it. Sprout was up with it. Nick Jr. Everyone said this from the very jump. So why everyone acting like it's okay to be so mean? Like, I don't understand. It's one of those things I would just never ever understand. So with that hairstylist, and on top of that, she was like a blonde. I believe she was in Miami. I'll have the video playing on my side. If not, I'll definitely link it on my YouTube for my visual user, or for my non-visual listeners. Just go to my YouTube channel. I'll put the link right in my YouTube channel of the video of the girl that I'm talking about, and you guys will be able to see the comments. But it was just super bizarre, and I was just wondering, like, why do people care so much? You know what I mean? And people are ready to say culture appropriation. So fast and so soon before they even assess like what they're arguing. Like, why are you mad? That's gonna be the title of this episode. Why are you mad? Like, seriously. So this third person that I want to talk about, let me just clarify this now. I am not a supporter of this person. I do not agree with the way this person conducts themselves on the internet. I do not like the things that they wear, how they look, how they dress. I do not go out of my way to bring her down, but I do not agree with this. So this person is the one and only Brit Barbie. I cannot stand Brit Barbie. Do I follow her? No. Of course she comes up on my For You page. Of course I see her posts, or like if people share her stuff on Instagram, I'm going to see it. I get it. But I do not go out of my way to follow her. I did definitely back when she was quote unquote viral and popping. Of course, I did go to her channel and see what the hell she was doing, what the hell she was talking about with this period. And she's honestly, that is someone who is simply making a mockery out of Black people and our culture. That is something I would call culture appropriation. Something like Zayn wearing cornrows, or a white girl with long nails, or a white girl braiding Black people hair. That to me is not culture appropriation. But Brit Barbie is purposely going out of her way to make a mockery of what we identify as our culture as Black people in America. And that is what is considered culture appropriation. Do I go out of my way to tell her that? And no. My beliefs is my beliefs, her beliefs is her beliefs. I don't ever have to see her. And if I ever have to walk past her in life, guess what? She does not deserve the time of day. And for people who's been like, people jumped her, people been threatening her, there's so many, like, people are doing things for clout. We live in a world where people do things extra for clout. The lashes are ridiculous, okay? The box braids, the hair, that's all ridiculous. The extra long nails, her mannerism is specifically mocking someone who is typically a Black girl in the ghetto, and that is completely unacceptable. But is she seriously affecting my everyday life? No, she is not. Yes, it's annoying to see, and she's just freaking irrelevant. But also, stop liking her videos. Stop following her. Stop going to her page and giving her the views. She will die down, if she's not already. Because I have not, like, literally since the hype of I have not really heard. I've seen a video of her getting jumped on my For You page. I did not like it. I did not comment. I just scrolled past it, and that was that. Because you just have to learn how the algorithms work, and the more you like, the more you follow, the more you comment, the more it's gonna get on your page, the more views they're going to get. Not you. You're not getting anything out of this. Their videos are gonna keep popping up on everybody's page. So be mindful. Like, we have to be sure we purposely do not give people the attention they are asking for. Because that one, she's asking for all the attention in the world, and for all the wrong reasons. That's what I don't like about that. Yeah, that is pretty. Those are the 3 cases that I really, really wanted to touch base on for this episode. Basically, just a little recap. Zayn is not culture appropriating. He is simply just wanting to put a hairstyle in his hair because he wanted to. I don't care if it was someone I'm madly in love with like Zayn, or if it's just a random boy on the street. Whatever they want to do with their hair, that does not bother me. They're simply going about their day. They're not being disrespectful. They're not in my face saying, look, I got cornrows, bitch. Like, that never happens. And if that has happened to you, please, please, please let me know, because that has literally never happened to me. Just, he's minding his whatever. Like, why are you bothered? Get over it. When it comes to the white girl that braids Black people hair, let her be. She learned it. She got her skill, and she's better than most of us in our everyday lives. So let her be. Why does it matter? And don't blame the client for going to someone who is talented, that got skills. Maybe her prices are well. Maybe she has the most availability. Like, why? Stop the hatred. We have too much hatred going on in the world for you to seriously be so mad about who someone goes to get their hair done. There's other problems in the world than who someone goes to get their hair done. Get over it. Number 3, Brit Barbie. She's terrible. Personally, I know I would never ever give her the time of day as far as a like, a comment, a follow. to not boost her algorithm, not boost her numbers. And that's just me personally. I personally think everyone should do that to simply die down her fandom, her world, or whatever the hell's going on over there. Yeah, we have to stop that. That is, like I said, culture appropriation. She is specifically going after a typical black girl in the ghetto, including mannerisms, style, talking, everything. She is specifically targeting a certain crowd and making fun of it, making a mockery of it. That is racist, and that is culture appropriation. That's where we should stand. That situation is a whole nother situation. As a whole, especially as black females, I really want us to do better with how we speak to people. You know, we already have this stigma about us, and I am so over that stigma. I hate the stigma that we're angry black women. I think we have got out of that, and we become nasty black women, disgusting black women. And I mean, same, it's always been this way, but the black girl with the attitude and things like that, we just really need to just take time to focus on yourself. And I think we are going to a place as a whole, especially within Gen Z, the end of millennials, early Gen Z, not the new Gen Z, not the later end of the Gen Z, but like my type of Gen Z, like 1998, 97 to like 2003. Like, we're cool. I don't know what everyone else is doing. They're like on another wavelength. I don't know. They didn't grow up on like That's So Raven or something. I don't know. Something's not right with them. But when it comes to us, like this part of the Gen Z, we know what we're doing. We have our heads on straight for the most part. You know, we're at least aware of what we need to do to make our lives better, to stop generational curses, to stop the trauma, and not let our trauma from our childhood define who we're going to be in the future. There's so many different things, like healing properly, dealing with your emotions properly, therapy, self-care, self-love, positive affirmations, just yoga, meditation. We're more aware of those things than a lot of other generations, and I think we are going to be the change. We just have to stay consistent. And again, this is as a whole. So I'm not saying like one single person must change the world. No, just as a whole. I'm just trying to spread, a positive message here. So let me try to do my thing. But that's all. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'm so happy to be back. I do plan on coming back and filming a lot more videos for you guys. I have a huge order that I'm working on, and I'm also finishing up school. So once I'm done with this huge order, it's like 300 shirts, and then I finish school, I would definitely be 100 times more consistent with you guys. I just been kind of like TikToks here and there, short videos, but I am really trying to get back in the groove. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's really all I have to say. Again, I missed you guys. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social medias. My Instagram is @_SpecTrezzure. My Facebook is SpecTrezzure Apparel and Beauty. Or if you want to add me, it's SpecTrezzure the brand. My TikTok is SpecTrezzure09, and is that everything? I closed out my Poshmark. My brand to shop with me is SpecTrezzure Apparel and Beauty. You can just Google it. I have an Etsy shop, like I said earlier in this video. I'm trying to create my website, so bear with me. But other than that, that's it. I'm so happy to be back, and I miss you guys. Comment down below something sweet, maybe a heart, maybe something nice, make me feel great. And yeah, spread love. I'll talk to you guys in my next episode. Bye.